So, hello everyone, good morning. Today we have our guest as Mr. Y.B.Nahan. He is a certified ebook trainer and he is a coach. And today he'll be talking about work-life balance that most of us struggle with. So let us listen to him and follow those tips. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ria.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me start out here.
I can't hear you, so we can.
Shall I start off?
Louder?
Yes, please start.
Okay.
Welcome,
Okay,
Mr.
good morning.
Nahan. Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay,
start,
good
please. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I am Nahan. Yeah, I am an ebook writer. I'm very glad that Mavin has invited me to give this sharing. I hope what I am going to share will benefit most of us. Yeah, because today we are all so stressed. We work so hard that we often get into the area of stress. Yeah, and once stress comes in, we will be affected by the 3S, that is stress, strike, and stroke, which we need to address it very seriously in these days. Yeah. Gone are the days, where we take things lightly. Yeah. No, things have changed. So we need to balance our work and our life. That is important because most of us are working. I'm sure most of us are working. Even those who have retired, the senior citizens, they are also stressful in certain ways, and they also need to balance their life, yeah, in either ways, in whatever they are doing. So today's topic that I am going to talk is about work-life balance. Yeah, what do we mean by work-life balance? I'm sure basically all of us will know what is work-life balance, but the real definition is not just understanding what is work-life, but how to address it, how to live a life in a work-life balance. Yeah, it is basically defined as the amount of time that we spend doing our job or career versus the amount of time we spend with our loved ones, yeah, or our family members, or our friends, our personal interests and hobbies. Okay. Basically, when work demands more of your time or attention, we will have less time to handle the other responsibilities. It is a fact. Likewise, when personal time demands more of our time or attention, we will have less time to spend on our professional activities. Yeah. So we are today going to listen how can we have a balanced life. Yeah. Many people want to achieve great balance between their work life and their personal life, so that either segments do not occupy the majority of our time. For example, we do not want a situation where we focus on our personal life at the expense of letting go our professional life. Okay? The term itself can be misleading because careers and personal life don't exist in isolation. Yeah? Personal life and career-wise, they do not live in isolation. Both are from the same individual, that is us. Yeah. So work is on one aspect of our life which need to be considered alongside with the aspect of our personal. We need to focus on both, yeah. But rather than taking it as a complete competing sides, rather than taking it as a competing side, we should look at it as an integration of overlapping interests. Yeah. Okay. What is important is we should find a level of equilibrium, yeah, between both, which is work-life balance and life integration. Okay, let us emphasize what is work-life balance. Okay, in a work-life balance, a person prioritizes the demands of their career and their personal life. In contrast to work-life integration, the boundaries between work and personal life are more clearly defined with designated work hours. Normally, what we do is we have got designated time. How much time do we want to work on our personal life, and how much time do we want to focus on our personal life? Okay, these are designated hours to make sure we do not compromise on one another. Okay, it has to be equal. Very often, okay, I would say that work always is a precedence over everything else in our life. Work is number one. Okay, our desire to succeed professionally can push us to put aside the responsibilities in our personal life. Okay, thus creating a harmonious work-life balance or work-life integration, as we call it, yeah, is very, very crucial. We must know how to have a harmonious work-life balance or work-life integration, okay, to improve not only our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, but it is also important to have an inner peace and achieving a well-balanced life. Yeah. Okay. I think the next one I will speak is about work-life balance. Why is it the importance of work-life balance? Yeah. Some of the common reasons that lead to a poor work-life balance. Okay. Actually, there are many reasons why we have got a very poor work-life balance. Okay. Among which, the first and foremost, which I can think of, is increased responsibilities at work. Our workload is getting heavier and heavier from day to day. Okay. Secondly, is it's a long working hours. You know, it also affects our work-life balance. The third is increased responsibilities at home. Not only at the workplace, our workload increases. Even at home, at our personal life, our workload increases. Yeah. The next one is having children. Having children, we have got more responsibilities. We need to make sure they are well taken care, they are well fed, they are well given all the opportunities to grow up into a successful individual. See? As a parent, we have got more responsibilities, especially with children. So all these things, whether we like it or not, it will eventually affect the quality of work-life balance. Okay? These are facts, yeah. These are not myths. In reality, these are all facts. Okay, whether we like it or not, we need to understand and accept this fact. Having said that, a good work-life balance has numerous positive effects. Okay, including if you can balance your life and your professional life and your personal life, what would we benefit is we will have less stress, a lower risk of burnout, and a greater sense of well-being. This not only benefits employees, but also benefits the employers. Okay, whether you are an individual, whether you are what do you call, whether you are a housewife or you're a businessman, doesn't matter, or even if you are a student, you must know how to balance. And at the end of the day, as I said, it will give you less stress, it will give you a lower risk of burnout, and you will have a greater sense of a well-being, so that we will have a harmonious and peaceful life. That is important. That is the main reason why these days more focus is being given on how to balance our life. It is no point of being a successful businessman. Okay, he can be a very successful businessman, very rich, very wealthy, a lot of properties, but we do not know his personal life. It may not be well taken care of. I'm not telling all successful people are like that, but in general, okay, it does not mean that if you are successful in your career, it does not mean you're also successful in your personal, in your family life. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is we have to balance between both. Okay. So that everything will be harmonized. And the minute harmony sets in, I am sure we will have a inner peace, yeah, which is very, very important. That will give us additional life. I mean, we can live longer. Yeah, as I said, no, if you get the stress, the 3S will come in. Stress, I love to mention this always. Whenever I speak about stress, I always combine it with stress, strike, stroke. We do not want that to happen to any one of us. Okay, so it is not easy, but we have to really consciously work towards it. Okay, employers who are committed to providing environment that support work-life balance for their employees can save on cost. Yeah, they can experience fewer cases of absenteeism and enjoy more profit for the company. When creating a schedule that works for you, think about the best way to achieve balance. Yeah, think of a creative way. Okay, next, let me think. Okay, let me talk on what is life balance and work-life integration. Remember earlier I said work-life balance is not just balancing of your personal and your professional life, but it's because both of these are not isolated. Both of these, your personal life and your professional life, they are not isolated for us to allocate time. If they are isolated, we can allocate, okay, I will work 6 hours at work, another remaining 8 hours, I have to focus on the family. That is working in isolation. Yeah, many of us think that way. No, how am I going to spend my time? When I was so much at work, how can I divide my time for my career? And how can I divide my time with my family? This is the typical concern. Most of us have this. Okay, whereas life integration is not in isolation. It is together in ourselves. That means every one of us have that life integration, work-life integration. Okay. it is integrated. You cannot separate it. So the key is, how are we going to focus on something which is in the same bowl? If it is in different bowl, we can share, we can divide. But if it is in the same bowl, it is a mix. How are you going to divide your time? There's no way we can divide your time, right? Because it is part and parcel of our life. So in a simple term, yeah, work life is focused on maintaining our work life and personal life, yeah. They are separate but equal, whereas a work-life integration is centered on the belief that there is no distinction between the two, and both coexist in harmony. So the key is work-life and work-life integration, they must coexist in harmony. If you do not have that coexistence, then it does not make sense. Okay, it has to be part and parcel of a single sphere or a single individual. Having said that, since coexisting in the same sphere or in a single person or a single individual, work-life integration involves blending both personal and professional life. Okay? We must know how to blend it. Okay? We are not going to look at it as individual part. Yeah, this is personal and this is professional. No, work-life integration, it is already one. It is combined. You cannot split. You cannot break it away. It is a single matter. Okay. Okay. This might. Okay. For example, yeah, I give you an example. Housewife. Okay. Let's look at the completing. Okay, the household chores. A wife, or maybe the person is also working and is also a housewife. When you talk about life integration, okay, it is something like this. The person, while in a conference call, okay, or bringing, okay, when a person is competing between work life and household chores, how can the person handle both at the same time? Or when an individual is focused on in his career, at the same time, he has also some personal responsibilities, taking the child to school. Two elements have to work in harmony. You cannot put aside, oh, I'm not going to focus on this. Let me do my personal life first. It cannot be that way. You must know how to do both of the job without affecting the other. This involves actually planning and scheduling. So that is more on the time management side. But as far as the personal life and personal integration, work integration, we must know how to identify. Okay. The largest advantage of work-life integration is flexibility. So just now I said you may have two issues. One is, while attending a conference, how can you handle your kids? The second scenario I gave you, a person involved in his career, how can he take time to send the children to school? Okay. So the answer to this is actually flexibility. Flexibility, yeah. When employees are able to properly coordinate on their schedules and responsibilities, yeah, they are more likely to experience satisfaction in all respects, all areas of their life. Okay. On the flip side, yeah, studies have also shown that, okay, it can also lead to negative consequences. When work-life integration is out of balance, when there is no correlation and it is out of balance, you are only going to focus on your career and not able to focus on your family fully, then employees may actually experience decreased satisfaction and productivity in both areas. Okay? That's the reason why we say flexibility is very important to maintain a work-life balance and a work-life integrity. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, now having said that, yeah. Okay, work-life balance is less about dividing the hours in your day evenly between work and personal life. And instead, it is more about having the flexibility to get things done in your professional life along with your personal life. How are you going to make it flexible? It again involves understanding the fact and applying the best strategy to overcome the issue. Okay. There may be some days you work longer hours in the office. It's okay. Yeah. There are some days you work longer in the office and you're not able to concentrate on your family. It's okay. It's okay. What is important is the reason why we focus in the office is because we may need extra time the following day or in future to focus on the other aspect of life. Okay. So this is how we manage the flexibility in our work-life balance. Yeah. Again, I like to rephrase or express that it is not a day-to-day achievement. Flexibility or work-life integrity, it is not a day-to-day affair. Because in reality, although we want to balance both, sometimes our work demands more attention from us. You can't avoid it. You have to do it because that is our responsibility. That is what we want. That is what we are here for. Okay, but it does not mean this is going to be the same every day. So if today I'm fixed or I'm sucked into the office chores or my career, I should find other time where I can focus on my family. So it is a long-term intervention. Okay, the flexibility and the work-life integration is a long-time effect over a period of time. Yeah, you ask yourself, what have we done in the career-wise, and what have we done in our personal life? At that point in time, you could list out, these are my achievements in my career, and these are my achievements in my personal life. That is how it blends. That is the only way where we can say we are successfully applying the work-life balance and the work-life integrity. Yeah. So again, I like to rephrase this because we need to really understand. Okay? It is not a day-to-day achievement, but it is an achievement over a period of time. Okay? That is important. Okay. Let me share with you some ways, or let me share with you some techniques or things to be done in order to create a better work-life balance, yeah, within us. First and foremost, we should accept the fact there is no perfect work-life balance, my friend. There is no perfect work-life balance in life. Yeah. So when we hear the word work-life balance, we probably imagine having an extremely productive day at work and leaving early to spend the other half of the day with friends and family. Well, this may sound logic, yeah, but it is not reality. Okay? It is logic, but it is not reality. Okay, so we need to accept, yeah. Okay, do not strive for perfect schedule. In life, we should never strive for perfect schedule. Strive for a realistic one. Okay? Being realistic, you will achieve it. Otherwise, you will have a long to-do list, which is not achievable. At the end of the day, we say, yeah, it fails. Obviously, because you are overworking yourself. Yeah. So do not aim for the maximum, aim to be realistic. Then you will be able to achieve. Yeah. Some days you must focus more on your work, while other days you may have more time with your family. Yeah. So balancing is not, as I said earlier, it's not a day-to-day achievement, but it is a long-term achievement over a period. The second tips that we can follow in order to achieve a work-life balance is find a job that you love. It is very, very important. Although work is an expected social, societal norm, okay? Work is an expected societal norm. Your career should not be restraining it. Okay? Your career should not should not be restrained. Okay? If you hate what you do, if you hate what you do, what will happen? You are not going to be happy. Okay? Because you hate the job. Obviously, you are not going to be happy. You don't need to love every aspect of your job, but it needs to be exciting enough that you should not feel agitated getting out of bed early. Okay? Because the minute you feel agitated getting out of bed to go to work, obviously there's a reason. Okay. It could be, okay, it could be that you are working in a toxic environment that you do not like. Okay? Or you may be working for a toxic person. Or you may be doing a job that you truly do not love. If this is the case, I would always suggest to people or anybody who approaches me, I will tell them, since you have all this, I think it is right time for you to choose another platform to be in. Yeah. The key is you must have the passion, you must have the commitment, you must like what you're doing. If you do not like this, okay, you cannot force it into yourself unless you yourself realize the importance and why are you doing this, what would be the outcome if you do, what would be the outcome if you do not perform. Okay? If you are very, very clear on this, after all the attempts, you still cannot accept it, then I think it is wise for you to move on. Yeah? Okay? Because opportunities, you need to look for the opportunities. Yeah. But having said that, does not mean when you jump from one place to another, the other place will be better. Okay, there's no such thing. You don't know. Maybe the environment there may be worse. Okay, the final choice is yours. You are your leader. You are the only person who can dictate your future. Okay? That is very important. But do not react out of emotion. Yeah, do not react out of emotion. Okay? Emotion brings down everything because whatever decision you do while you're in emotion, you may not get the correct answer. Overcome your emotion, think carefully, let it take its course. You do all your attempts to solve it. Only if you fail, if you just cannot accept it, you yourself realize that you are not part of it, then it's time for you to move. Okay. So please don't assume that I'm encouraging you to hop. Yeah, that is not my intention, because I'm trying to give you my best advice based on what I've seen in the past. Yeah, what I've seen outside. Especially with the current situation, where things are changing everywhere, things are becoming tough. Yeah, so you need to be very, very careful on your move. Never be emotion. Okay. The third one, another tip how to balance your work-life balance and your work integration is prioritize your health. Health is very important, my friends. Health is wealth. Okay, do not forget, health is wealth. Okay, your overall physical emotion and mental emotion should be your main concern. Okay, nothing else is important apart from your health. If you struggle with anxiety or depression, okay, and think therapy would help you, would benefit you, fit that into your schedule. Fit the therapy part into your schedule and act on it. Okay. Don't just sit down and accept fate. Oh, I'm fated to be like this. Oh, I'm fated to be sick. You know, don't blame, don't blame the outside world or the surrounding, but you take the initiative to take care of your health. It's very, very important. Overworking yourself prevents you from getting better. Okay. I like to rephrase here. Overworking yourself prevents you from getting better, possibly causing you to take more days off in future. Because if you are sick, if you are not healthy, you cannot focus on your professional life. You cannot focus on your family life. Then the loser is you, because you are not able to fulfill your responsibilities. The fourth is, well, take a vacation. Take a vacation, because taking vacation at times, okay, will help you to gain your momentum. Sometimes we overwork ourselves, or sometimes we are overstressed, overcommitted with the family commitments. We need a break. Take a short vacation. Okay? Go and do some what you call recreational activities, or visiting people, or sightseeing. The environments. Okay, go to places that give you the happiness, the release, or take part in what you call like yoga, spiritual activities. So these are all taking time off to be away from your workload. You can also bring your family. When you talk about family-wise, bring your family together, have a more get together. Outing will help an individual to come back to its earlier momentum. Yeah, that is important. Okay. The next one is make time with your loved ones. Spend more time with your loved ones. Okay. While job is important, we must always understand that job is important. Okay, you cannot escape from it. You cannot say I'm not going to work. No way. Then who is going to take care of the family? Yeah, who is going to take care of the children? So job is important, but it should not be at the expense of victimizing your family time. Okay? Job is important, but it must not be at the expense of victimizing your family time. If you do not firmly plan for your personal time, you will never have time to do things that outside of your work. Okay? So you must plan, no matter how hectic your schedule might be. Okay, you may be a very, what you call, a busy man, 24 hours. Yeah? But you must still find time for your family. Ultimately, you will have control of your time and life. If you're able to plan and schedule and get committed in all these things, at the end of the day, you are the only one who will be able to control your time and control your life. People cannot control our life. It is we who should take the initiative to control our life. Okay. When planning time with your loved ones, create a calendar or schedule. Get it planned so that you can execute it. Because you cannot do all this, you cannot focus time or you cannot allocate time to spend with your family without scheduling it, especially if you are in the workforce. Yeah. When you are in the workforce, you want to take time for your family, you must always plan it out, schedule it, so that when you plan it, you must know you will be able to complete your first things first. What is important? You would have completed all your important chores. Then you will have time to go ahead with the next plan of being together with your family. Okay? Realize here, no one at your organization is going to love you or appreciate you the way your loved ones do. Okay? It is only your loved ones who will really appreciate what you are doing. Okay? Also, remember, everyone is replaceable at office, at your job. Okay? Everyone, each one of us is replaceable. If you go, yes, they'll feel for you a few days, then they will get another replacement. In the organization, things will go as it is now. Okay, but it does not happen in a family. If you are not able to focus time with your family, and if you are no longer there, what is going to happen to the family? Yeah. So always remember, find quality time to be with the family. I always believe a house should be a home. I always believe in this. A house should be a home, not a house. Why do I say so? What is a house? A house is just a place for you. You work, go home, take your bath, take your meals, have your dinner, go to sleep. Next day, back to square one, go back to work. So actually, a house becomes just like a hotel for you to stay. Whereas if it is a home, what does it mean? A home is a place you love to go back. Every day you'll be waiting for the moment. I want to go back home because that is where I find love. That is where I get all the love from my family, from my wife, from my children. No, we are able to spend our time together as one united. Yeah, that is very, very important. So if what I have said makes sense, yeah, if what I have said makes sense, then you should consciously work towards it. Consciously try to have a balanced, not just work-life balance, but work-life integration. Because, my friends, as I said, work-life integration is how to work as a bundle, as a team, solving all the problems, your work life and your personal life. How are you going to address it? That is integration. You are not working on silo, yeah? You are not working on separate spheres. You are not working on separate parts. Yeah, one is work life, one is balance. How many hours must I focus here? How many hours must I focus there? That is not the real meaning of work life balance. You must know how to handle, how to achieve. And with whatever I suggested, I am sure some of you or many of you may realize the true meaning of work-life balance. So please do not get stressed out. Enemy, the first enemy is stress. The minute you get stressed, the three S will follow, and that if that three happens, you will lose both. You will not have a work life, you will not have a family life. You will be bedridden, my friends. Okay, these are facts. It's not myth. Okay, please. I hope what I've shared with you will enlighten you a little bit. Yeah, this involves practice, practice, practice. Nothing more than practice. But you must have an open mind to receive what you have heard within this half an hour. With only with that, if you can accept it consciously, then it will become an inside out approach. This should not be a forced in. I cannot come and tell you, no, you must do it. You must do this. You must do that. No, friends, it doesn't work. Anything for that matter in life, nothing has to be outside in. Everything has to come inside out. Then you will see the wonder. I'm sure we will lead a very harmonious, peaceful, and very contented life. Yeah. So with that, I hope my sharing has benefited you. And to Mevin and Dr. Nupur, Ria, thank you very, very much for inviting me to give this short sharing. Okay, so once again, thank you very much and namaste.
But thank you for the wonderful tips. I'm sure it will help us because most of us struggle, quite a lot of struggle with this. Either we become either we get caught up with work too much, we ignore our family life, and then we realize what wrong we have done. Like when we grow old and uh, uh, and then it's too late to rectify a mistake. So I think we should plan our life intelligently and then maintain a proper work-life balance. So anyone who would like to ask any questions to sir? Or you can write in the chat box also.
Yeah, don't be shy, yeah,
Yeah.
because I also can learn from your from your sharing. As I said, no one is perfect. Yeah, so we try to do the best.
So I would like to ask a question.
Sure.
So since you spoke about work-life balance, and the most important part you covered is health, because quite a lot of us, even in young age, people are getting a lot of mental health and physical health issues in India and all over the world. So how can person take care of time for their health? Because it is the most ignored thing. Yes, people have become more diet conscious, but I mean, because there's so much stress. You have to be perfect, like especially in India, for women, they have to be perfect housewives, they have to be perfect in their workplace, they have to be perfect mothers, they have to be perfect in every relationship. So like they have to be perfect daughter-in-law. I mean, they have to constantly prove themselves. Like little bit mistake they do, and they are like, I mean, they themselves feel so guilty that okay, we couldn't do this perfectly. I mean, they don't delegate things to others. They want to do everything on their own. And here it's quite things are elaborate, like household work is also elaborate, and workplace is also elaborate, and taking care of children is also elaborate. So they don't delegate it to their male spouses and counterparts, and they want to do everything in perfect. And of course, people also make them feel guilty, but they themselves are so guilt. Okay, the tea is made bad, so they will feel very guilty. How could we do this? Like they've been conditioned to be perfect.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, if I hear you correctly, you are saying that women have got a lot of responsibilities They need to be excel. They need to excel in every aspect of their life, whether in terms of your children, taking care of the house, the husband. So their chores are much more greater than a man. Is that, am I correct in
Yes, yes.
what I'm
I
understanding?
think all over the world, but little bit
Yes.
in India, all over the world.
Okay, I think this is something not only in India, I think it is everywhere. Yeah. The key to this is to have a harmonized family. And for this to happen, this is where the men of the house plays an equal role. Yeah, not just leaving it to the housewife. Yeah, housewife is not just a home minister, but they have to work hand in hand. Every issue they must discuss and find a solution. And the husband also on his part, he must do his responsibilities diligently. Okay? He must understand the feelings of the wife. What is she going through? He must be able to respect her for what she is and help when the time arises. For example, if I were to take me for an example, okay, I like to quote what I do. I even go to the extent of sweeping the house. Weekends I cook. So the closeness is much stronger. You know, at least the wife feels happy. Wow, my husband also does his work. You know, he's not only focusing on his job, on bringing in money for the family, but he is also part and parcel of me. So husband and wife must work as a team. Then I think most of the problems, I wouldn't say everything, most of the issues can be resolved harmoniously. And this is also part and parcel of a healthy family where we want the house to be a home, yeah, and not just a house. Okay, so this is also actually part of work-life balance. The husband, how does he narrate to his office? How does he narrate to his family life? No, so there is integration. So if he is able to understand that fact, okay, the woman must not feel that they are in the cocoon. We must, they must never feel they are secluded in the cocoon. They cannot come out of it. Inside, no, there's no, gone are the days. Now times are changing. You know, now everybody want to come out of the cocoon, expand their wing, increase your knowledge, increase whatever they have, they share between the husband and wife, including the children. It must be a bondage. The bondage is very, very important for us to lead a healthy work-life balance and work-life integration. Yeah. So I hope I have answered you. Yeah.
The Neelam ma'am has mentioned not to be emotional all the time and planning to improve with positive thoughts. Be happy, less stressed. So,
Exactly. I would 100% agree to that. You know, nobody can deny that. Okay? Yes.
please ask questions to sir.
Uh, is there any other questions?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. If there are any other questions, can please ask.
Yes, please ask sir.
I'll be willing to share with you. It's nice to know all of you. No, I hope many viewers out there will be listening to this. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe their questions are satisfied because maybe you've answered their questions in your session only.
Okay.
So, thank you so much, Mr. Nahan, for coming. And I have, at least we have grown. We have learned a lot about work-life balance, and we will surely implement it in our lives also. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very, very much to Mavin, Dr. Nupur, yeah, and everybody here, Uma, Uday, Mamina, Neelam, okay, and the rest. So thank you once again. I really enjoyed this session. I hope to be part and parcel of you, of your team. Yeah, because this is what I like. This is my passion actually. Yeah, so I love to share my knowledge, my little
I
bit
would,
knowledge that I have with the rest of the world.
I would also like to say something.
Sure.
Please share about your ebook course, which is coming in on August 5th. Please share
Okay.
something about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you for reminding, Doctor. Okay, because so taken up by this topic. Okay. For the benefit of the rest, yeah, we are actually running a ebook writing workshop on the 5th of August at 2 p.m. until 5:30 p.m. It is online. Okay. The unique, because those who attend this program, you will understand what is the difference between an e-book and a physical book. There are many of us out there, there are many writers writing books, yeah, physical books, but they claim to be writing e-books. When I ask them, they say, no, I'm also writing physical book, I'm also writing e-book. So I asked them, how many pages is your ebook? Well, it's about 300 to 400 pages. I say, oh my gosh, that is a physical book. Because ebooks are supposed to be read is in your gadget, is in your laptop, is in your handphone. Imagine you read a physical book or the so-called ebook as they claim, reading it in your laptop or using your handphone. Do you think you can read? No, my friends. It's very monotonous. It's only in black and white, and the font size is small. And you have to refer. I think you can't even read a complete book. Whereas the ebook is entirely different. That is why many writers, physical book writers, they need to learn what is a real ebook. They need to learn the structures, the techniques. Once you have mastered these techniques and the structure of writing an ebook, my friends, let me tell you, you can come up with your first ebook in 24 hours. That is the best thing. And moreover, ebook, you need not spend a single paisa to write. It is zero cost. Yeah. You can sell your books through a publishing house. You can sell your book through your WhatsApp or whatever it is. Yeah. So it is zero cost. You don't spend anything. You can even write a book with as minimum as 3 to 5,000 words, with a minimum page of 35 pages, minimum. That is the wonder of an ebook. And the book is so colorful, a lot of photographs. Yeah. So those who have attended, you have to submit the ebook, your assignment within 24 hours. That is my criteria. You have to submit within 24 hours for you to be eligible to be given a certificate. That is how I gauge. I can daringly say that I have 100, more than 100 over, I think 128 now. 128 people who have gone through my class, and practically 99.9% have submitted the ebook in 24 hours. It doesn't stop there, my friend. What you attend the class is only for 3.5 hours online. After that, I still hold you. I even give one-to-one coaching, yeah, until you do your assignment within the 24 hours. And after that, I still hold you. I will be your guide. I will be your coach until you improvise on your book. Make your book from 35 pages to 60 pages or 70 pages until you publish. All this thing, no charge. The charge that you are going to pay is only for the first 3.5 hours. After that, everything is given to you. Because my intention is to create as many ebook writers, because I am sure India has got millions and millions of people who have the knowledge. If you don't know what to write, You come and ask me, Mr. Nahan, I don't know what to write. I'm not a writer. I'll ask you, what is your profession? Some may say, I'm a housewife. Fine. Next question is, do you cook? Yes, I cook. Do you have recipes? Oh, yes, I got so many recipes. I say, you got the answer. Just pick about 10 to 15 recipes. A book is out. Or you say, don't know anything. I don't know what to write. Write about yourself, my friend. Write about yourself. Share it with your loved ones. That will become a legacy after you're gone. To know about ebook, write your first ebook. After having written, if you see a photograph, on the book cover, I tell you, it will change your paradigm. You would then want to write more books because you're a proud author with your book, with your photo on the book cover. You know, that is the moment people are waiting for. And I can assure you, once you have written your first book, you will not hesitate to write many other books. Content-wise, we can easily look for content. What is important is the skill. What is important is the technique. You grasp these two, I assure you will be the next writer. Yeah. Ria, for example, Dr. Nupu, for example, they have successfully written. And their books are wonderful. Dr. Nupur, I just can't imagine the quality of your book. Fantastic.
Thank
And
you.
you have done it in 24 hours. So, my friend, if they can do, you can do. If you can do, everybody can do. Do you know Air Asia? Air Asia, the tagline is everyone can fly. My tagline is everyone can write. It's proven. It's proven. It is not a myth. I'm not joking. I'm not just camouflaging. It is a fact. Attend the class. I am sure you will get a lot of benefit and you will be very proud to leave behind a legacy. It's also good for retirees, senior citizens who they claim they got nothing to do, don't know what to do. Come attend the class. I will tell you the skill. I will tell you the secret how to be. I'm already 70. Why am I still active? Because of writing. I keep my mind occupied. I keep my mind very creative. Why? Because I write. When I write, I also learn. I also read a lot, and you can read on, you can just study the environment. What does the market needs now? What is the problem now? What are the issues underlying everywhere? Write a book, very simple. Collecting facts is not difficult. The structure is important. Okay, so please attend the course. I am sure you will benefit. I will make sure you write your first draft. You will never be left out. If you do not submit, I will come after you. I will come after you until you submit, because I need to make sure my participants are successful. They attend a course, they must get the best results out of their investment. So that is my key, my friend. So wish you all the best. Please do consider of attending. Viral this to your friend. Ask more people to attend. And India will be a country full of intellectual people with sharing their knowledge for the benefit of the others. And there are many of them who are thirsty for information, who are very thirsty for, want to buy physical books, very expensive. Share them with your ebook. Ebook is very, very cheap compared to a physical book. And then you do not spend a single cent, a single paisa to write your books. Okay, friend? I hope I shared with you something. Okay, Dr. Nupur, I think I have shared something.
Perfectly. And you have explained beautifully. So with this note, we we invite all the participants and all the people who are seeing this program to come and join your ebook session. And with this note, we end this session. Thank you very much, Mr. Nahan. And over to Ria.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Nahan, for enlightening us about the work-life balance and ebook. And I hope you have more participants now, and we have more ebooks, and of course, more talents come up, and like everyone can write, and people who have even who have done the 12 can always write, and they can always express their feelings. And we and Nupur ma'am, on behalf of Nupur ma'am, Shabana ma'am, and me myself, I can say that actually we felt very nice. Like the workshop was well conducted, and it was a nice feeling to write a book, because it was unimaginable. So for me, especially, at least. So I hope we have more participants and more ebooks.
Thank you. Wish you
and,
all the best. Yeah.
Yes. And I hope you have a great day. So
Same to you all. Okay, take care.
So-
See you on the 5th, yeah? Namaste.